Vince, what's with all these balloons?
Larry, they're for my campaign rally.
Campaign rally?
Yeah, I think it's time to crash dummy hell public office. So, I'm officially throwing my head into the ring.
But, Vince, what are you going to do about the job you already have? What about telling people to buckle their safety belt?
Larry, other politicians have had more than one job. I seem to remember an actor that...
Vince, what makes you qualified to run for office?
Look, for years, we've been telling people to buckle up, but not everybody's listening. So, I'm taking our message to the people.
Well, at least you know about one important issue, buckling your safety belt.
That's right, little buddy. It's part of my platform to get everybody buckled up. It'll save a lot of lives, and I need every vote I can get.
It seems your public is arriving.
Hey, Larry, would you finish blowing these up? Because, you know, pal, I'm going to need a running mate.
You mean it?
Yeah.
But, Vince, what party are you a member of?
Larry, you know, I'm a demo crash.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Department of Transportation.
Getting ready to do some digging? Before you do, you need to call Dottie. You're probably wondering, who is Dottie? Dottie is Louisiana's one-call regional notification center. Dottie was formed to help prevent service interruptions and injury resulting from damage to underground utility lines. Members of Dottie have found that not only are the underground lines protected from being damaged when they call, but there's less risk of their damaging another company's utility lines. Members also find that consumers appreciate the increased quality of service because of the reduction in the number of outages. Dottie helps protect everyone, and the new underground damage prevention law requires excavators to contact a regional notification center before digging. To be safe, all persons, including homeowners, should call 48 hours before digging. Dottie will notify our participating companies and ask that they locate and mark their buried line for you. Avoid damage. Be safe, not sorry. Call Dottie before you dig. 1-800-272-3020. Dottie, Louisiana's one-call regional notification center.
From the New Orleans Saints Radio Network, this is the Jim Mora Journal. Hi, everyone. This is Dave Garrett. Some coaches' thoughts on the upcoming game with the Miami Dolphins, plus some notes between these two teams in a moment.
These days in business, you have to look at problems as challenges. For instance, they cut my department's travel budget in half. They said I had to keep sending out the same number of people. Okay, I accepted the challenge and found a solution. Southwest Airlines Friends Fly Free offer. You can buy one round-trip ticket at their low, unrestricted fare, and a friend flies with you free, anywhere Southwest Airlines flies. And friends aren't just spouses and pals. They're bosses and partners and clients, too. There's no advance purchase on the Friends Fly Free ticket either. Just make a reservation at least 24 hours in advance and stay over for one night. By the way, this offer doesn't include local airport taxes up to $12 round trip each. If your plans change at the last minute, Southwest Friends Fly Free tickets are fully refundable. And although seats are limited right now, they're available all week long. Friends Fly Free only on Southwest Airlines. It's the perfect solution to cut your business budget or to turn a short business trip into a long weekend. Call 1-800-I-FLY-SWA. It's just plain smart.
Well, some notes about this series. The Dolphins and Saints have battled 5 times previously, with Miami holding a 4-1 lead in this series. They're 2-1 in games played in New Orleans. This is the first meeting, though, between the two teams since way back in December of 1986. Miami, with Dan Marino at the helm, earned a 31-27 win in the Superdome. The last Saints win was in 1983. The only Saints win, it was played in the Superdome. New Orleans took a 17-7 win over Miami. We spoke about Dan Marino. He had played in that one game in 1986 against the Saints, so he's 1-0 against this team. Marino is the focus of most all talk about the Miami Dolphins.
Well, we all know that Dan Marino is one of the great quarterbacks probably in the history of the National Football League, and he's certainly right now at the top of his game. He's got some real weapons, you know, in Clayton and Duper, the two wideouts who he's had there for quite some time. And with the addition of Keith Jackson to their team, it's made a tremendous difference. This guy is an outstanding receiver. He's 250 pounds. He can run. Great athlete. And Marino's looking for him a lot. And, you know, interestingly enough, though, Higgs out of the backfield catches a lot of balls. They're back, and Page, not Higgs so much, but Page their fullback is one of their leading receivers, not Higgs, Page is. And then, of course, Humphreys comes in, who they acquired from Denver, comes in on their third down situations, and he catches a lot of balls out of the backfield. So Marino is a great quarterback. He's got a lot of weapons to throw to, and it's going to be an interesting game on Sunday. Our defense is going to have to play one of the best games of the season just to slow these guys down.
Saints coach Jim Mora. It might be noted that Miami Dolphins quarterback Dan Marino did play in the 1983 New Orleans win, but did not start in that contest. More in a moment on the Mora Journal.
Dear Magic, you've always been my biggest hero. And I'll never forget the day you announced you were HIV positive. I couldn't believe it. It made me feel like crying. But it also made me realize this could happen to anybody. And now I have a lot of questions. Like, what is HIV? Do you think they'll ever have a cure? What can I do to be safe? And what can I do to help? Your friend, Andrew.
Like Andrew, your kids have a lot of questions. And what they don't know about AIDS could fill a video. And it does. Time Out, an educational video with Magic Johnson, Arsenio Hall, and stars like Paula Abdul, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and Luke Perry, who have come together for this special cause. Time Out, the truth about HIV, AIDS, and you. Rent one free at participating video stores. If you don't know, get the video.
P.S. Magic, you're still my biggest hero.
A message brought to you by the Magic Johnson Foundation.
Welcome back to the Jim Mora Journal. You hear so much about Clayton Duper, now Keith Jackson. What are plans of taking them out of the offensive scheme?
I don't think we can take them out of the game plan. Hopefully we can cover them. You got to mix up your coverages. We'll play some man-to-man on them, and when we're doing that, primarily it'll be our corners that'll be covering them. On first and second down, and when we get into the nickel situations, it'll also be our corners covering them, along with maybe Cedric Mack and Jimmy Spencer, along with Toy and Vince and Reggie. But then you got to play some zone on them and just mix it up and double them up sometimes and pick the right spots and try to keep them guessing a little bit as to what you're doing and keep Marino guessing. But they're talented guys, and it's tough to stop them completely. You hope you can keep them from making the big play on you. If they can just kind of catch them in front of you and come up and knock the ball loose a few times and keep their gains to a minimum, I think that's the key.
Our thanks to Saints coach Jim Mora, who, by the way, is 0-1 against the Dolphins as head coach of the Saints. Don Shula is the NFL's winningest active coach. Shula owns a career record of 6-1 against the Saints, 4-1 against New Orleans as head coach of the Dolphins. He was 2-0 against the Saints as head coach of the then Baltimore Colts from 1963 to 1969. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm David Garrett on the Saints Radio Network.
From the banks of the Mississippi, she starts a journey home. Who came through mountain furrows, she just keeps moving on. From the Sunshine Bridge is winding, 100 miles is home. From Darrowtown to Fort Bouchon, she just keeps rolling on. She's going south to the Gulf of Mexico. Family, friends, and neighbors, she greets everyone who knows. At the shrimp boat set to sail to meet the morning sun. By you the bush is flowing to make her final run. The bankers build a citadel, and all along the way, the meadows that are golden on the Timberlake Bay. She's going south to the Gulf of Mexico. Our family, friends, and neighbors, she greets everyone we know. Our folks, our friends, our neighbors, our traditions old and true. Like the waters that go by you, we're always here for you. She's going south to the Gulf of Mexico. Her family, friends, and neighbors, she greets everyone who knows. She's going south to the Gulf of Mexico. Her family, friends, and neighbors, she greets everyone that knows.
In the dry and dusty corner of West Texas, lived a rattlesnake as big as you and me, who was dreaming all his Lakers life of wearing a pair of real Western-style jeans. Only skin himself was handed in a package to a bootmaker in downtown Abilene. Stitched that handsome diamondback right into the finest pair of snakeskin boots you've ever seen. And now the crazy serpent is a silent, happier than he has ever been. Called the Central Southern days and nights residing under Levi's 517 jeans.
Levi's bootcut jeans in 517 traditional or 518 relaxed fit. Slither in.
An evening of Cajun Comedy, Saturday, January 24th, Peltier Auditorium, Nicholls State University. This evening of entertainment features award-winning Cajun humorists such as me, Uncle Noone, a few of my esteemed colleagues, the best Cajun joke tellers, Murray Conk and the Conk brothers, and Kent Gonsolin. We'll give you a pain in your side from laughter while we share a few of our Cajun life experiences. Here are our special musical guest, 6-year-old Hunter Hayes from Brobridge, entertaining you with his foot-stomping Cajun French music as he sings and plays his accordion. You saw him recently on the Rosie O'Donnell Show. Tickets for an evening of Cajun Comedy are now on sale for $20 at Chamber of Commerce offices in Thibodaux, Houma, Terrebonne, Lafourche, and the Bayou region, and East St. Mary, all Bubba's Tooth locations, and Gravois Supermarket, Vacherie.
For information, call Royalty Promotions 1-888-899-9100. An evening of Cajun Comedy with special musical guest Hunter Hayes. 5 p.m. Saturday, January 24th, Peltier Auditorium, NSU campus. Get your tickets now.
down for Clotilde. Monica died, ginger land. Why don't you come back here with us if you can? We'll treat you right, give you all you need. Don't make the mistake of taking Clotilde's seed. Monica died, ginger land. Why don't you come back here with us if you can? We'll treat you right, give you all you need. Just don't make the mistake of taking Clotilde's seed. Monica died, ginger land. Why don't you come back here with us if you can? We'll treat you right, give you all you need.
A couple of minutes.
On that again. Evaluation.
We've got a few minutes in, Mr. LeBlanc. Were you surprised with the speed at which your verdict came?
No, not really. Not really. We felt like we put on an overwhelming case. As you know, it was uncontradicted. So, no, I can't say that we were surprised with the speed of the verdict, no.
Did it go as you had planned it to go? I know it couldn't really have gone much better from a prosecution standpoint, but, I mean, was it what you had planned for?
It was exactly how we planned for it. As you know, it doesn't always work out like you plan, but it was exactly as we planned. It could not have gone smoother from a prosecution standpoint.
What's been the family's reaction? Obviously, a big relief and a burden taken off of their family.
I think that the family is very relieved. I think that they're very pleased with the verdict, obviously, that they'll be able to put it behind them. And, the victim was very, very courageous, and she's the one, in a rape case, the case always rises and falls on the victim's testimony, and she just did a terrific job.
What does this mean for the second prosecution next year?
It means that we now have 2 additional statutory aggravating circumstances in which to seek the death penalty.
Mr. Waitz, your reaction to the verdict today?
Very pleased with it, Darin. We put our heart and soul into this case. We had a victim's life who's been destroyed. We went to battle for her, and the jury came out and gave a just verdict. I think there's no question about what really happened. Horrible crime, devastated. I'm not going to say the name of the victim in this particular crime, but I think they're very pleased. We fought very hard. Mr. LeBlanc did an excellent job for our office, and I'm very pleased with the outcome.
Of course, you haven't been in the prosecutor's seat very long. Were you shocked at the speed at which this verdict came down?
No, we had discussed that on several occasions before, Darin, and we felt like with the evidence we had, the case we had built, and with the arguments that we had made, we thought it would come down very, very quickly. In fact, Mr. LeBlanc in our closing said, we felt like the hardest part of the decision process would be the election of a foreman. So it took 16 minutes. They must have had some problems electing a foreman.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Hot.